No, I'm not the same.
I don't
You're
see
just like
chicken in here.
magic. Not so
Whoa.
obvious, but baby, you have it.
Whoa, that
Ever
is
since you
fluffy.
have it. You're just like magic.
I'm not allergic to nuts.
However you want to. Make the night last till the sunshine through.
Ice cream for the first time.
You're just like magic. Figure out what I'm just trying to figure out what I'm just trying to figure.
Welcome to a What I Eat in a Week during the holidays. I'm so excited to share with you all the delicious meals from this week, and I'm also going to be sharing with you how I stay, quote, fit and healthy during the busy holiday season. So just keep on watching if you want to hear my tips for that. Anyway, as much as the holidays are a time for family, giving, and celebration, it can also be one of the most stressful times of the year for some people. Everyone's trying to buy the best Christmas gifts for their loved ones, students are exhausted while cramming for finals, and a lot of people are anxious about the delicious holiday foods. It's easy to slip into this restrictive mindset around food, especially when that mindset is pushed upon us from every angle. Influencers telling us just to resist the temptation to enjoy holiday foods, family members going on crazy diets at this time of the year to keep themselves, quote, on track, and friends telling us they need to lose a few pounds. All these things feed into a negative view of food, and it affects all of us. It can literally make the holidays seem completely overwhelming. I'll be the first to admit that there wasn't a Christmas that went by that I didn't constantly think about gaining weight or losing my fitness progress. I'd worked too hard to let myself go back to the way I was in the past. Well, at least that's what I thought. I thought one too many Christmas cookies would make me gain weight and magically all the muscle I had would just disappear.
Wow, this one's really good.
I thought you'd like it.
Yeah.
So I didn't let myself enjoy the delicious holiday foods. You know, the special foods that only come around once a year, the limited edition Christmas ice cream flavors. Yeah, those. I missed out on a lot of food enjoyment with my family and friends. Restrictions seemed like the only way to keep myself in check. I'm here to tell you that restriction and guilt will never lead you anywhere fulfilling.
The texture is really smooth.
Of what?
The Talente.
And it seriously just takes the joy out of everything. Restriction is never the answer. Physiologically, our bodies just don't work like that. Eating dessert a few more times than usual won't make you gain weight, just like eating a few more healthy meals won't make you automatically lose weight. Looking back, I can't believe that I let myself believe diet culture's lies that told me that I needed to be skinnier, fitter, smarter, better, and prettier. Just know that you are beautiful, kind, smart, strong, and loved. You are enough, and you don't have anything to prove to anyone. I just want to encourage you to not let diet culture ruin things for you this holiday season. Go eat that extra cookie, be part of the food preparation, and if you want to eat way more than usual, do it.
Ooh, this looks so good.
You look like a rabbit.
Thank you. I don't see any chicken in here. Did they forget? I don't think so. That's okay. Good vegetables though. I think I'm gonna eat a chicken tender instead.
We can't live our lives constantly thinking about how food will make us physically look. Otherwise, we'll never become who we're supposed to be. Trust me, a week, month, or like me, an entire lifetime of eating what I want in moderation won't make you gain weight. Personally, a restrictive mindset was the most toxic thing ever, and it just wasn't worth it for me. After a while, I started taking a more balanced approach to eating, and I've never regretted it. I realized that I could enjoy the foods I wanted, but also stay, quote, healthy.
Ice cream peppermint sandwich, which is really cool. So, I'm gonna open it. Oh, there we go. Got the big knife. Okay.
Is it good?
Peppermint's really good. And a little cookie at the bottom. It's like a brownie mixed with a cookie. Like a cookie. Really good. It's really high quality chocolate. I mean, I'm gonna share this with my family.
That's probably why you clicked on this video, to learn how to stay fit and healthy during the holidays. Maybe you're anxious about gaining weight or losing fitness progress during the upcoming months. Truth be told, this video isn't going to be a list of do's and don'ts for maintaining a certain physique. It also isn't going to be me preaching about what to eliminate from your diet, and I won't be telling you to exercise every single day that you're on break. Instead, I hope it will be reassuring for you to hear that you're allowed to take a break and do absolutely nothing. You can eat the frickin' ice cream. You can soak in all the moments with family and friends, and you can just breathe. And by balanced diet, I don't mean just eating plain rice, meat, vegetables, and having no fun foods at all. I mean also including your favorite foods, whether it's cookies, fried chicken, or chocolate.
This is really good ice cream.
We need balance. As humans, we aren't just robots that take energy from boring, unsatisfying food. We actually get to enjoy our food. Society tells us to criticize ourselves, to just try harder even when we're physically exhausted, and to not give in to that piece of cake.
I feel like I can taste this better today than I did yesterday.
Society moralizes food so that if you choose a green juice, you're good, and if you choose that pint of ice cream, you're bad. Does anyone else see these illogical thoughts? We need to stop putting labels on food and just see food as the wonderful, tasty thing it is. I encourage you, if you don't already, to just put aside any worries about food this holiday season and just live your life. When you look back on your life, you aren't going to remember skipping out on your grandma's famous chocolate cake just to stay, quote, healthy.
The one bird.
Wait, Red, is that you?
I think I walked in this, yeah.
When you look back on your life, you aren't going to remember skipping out on your grandma's famous chocolate cake just to stay, quote, healthy. You're going to remember sitting around the table with your family. Don't let food be the thing that makes you anxious this holiday season. So what if you eat more sweets than normal? So what if your jeans are a little bit more snug? So what?
Isn't that beautiful?
Why do we always make things seem so important when they really aren't important in the big picture?
Green onion.
Yeah, Nyanya, you always do this dish so well.
The northern Chinese real dish. The favorites.
I'm guilty of this one too. Just know that all these external things are temporary and they don't need to take up so much of our headspace.
Yeah, these are really good.
These anxious thoughts just drain us of our energy for no reason. Be patient with yourself and show yourself kindness. Now, let's talk about taking breaks. I mean, real breaks. Not just scrolling on social media, not completing extra homework to, quote, get ahead, not overcommitting yourself to things that you simply don't have time for, but instead doing the things that you actually want to do for yourself. Health isn't just equivalent to appearance, food, and exercise. Mental health is a huge part of overall health, and it is a serious issue that we all need help with sometimes. For me, a break can be doing absolutely nothing. It can be watching some of my favorite YouTubers. It can be a peaceful walk at the park with my mom, or a relaxing day with a good book. Sometimes we just need a good old movie and some fun snacks.
Yeah, it looks really good. Oh my goodness. The edges are really the same and everything.
Make sure to take time this season to actually disconnect, to reconnect. Take time to do the things you never have time to do. Take time to enjoy the simple moments in life that we take for granted, like the smell of the cold outside, the feeling of a warm fireplace, and the smell of freshly baked cookies in the oven. Unfortunately, there is a huge push for hustle culture. Everyone feels like they're not doing enough and they constantly need to be in the go, go, go mode.
Look at the pretty swirl, Autumn. Autumn's gagging.
If they're already stressed out, they just keep adding to their to-do list because I guess more is better? That's not really how it works. Hustle culture is so exhausting because there is never an end to it.
I get this for 15 minutes.
Take the heat.
Oh, sure. Thank you. Whoa, that is puffy. Good job, Mommy.
We always feel like we need to be doing better by hosting more get-togethers, going out more with friends to feel accepted, and scheduling big events when in reality, we'd rather stay home with our families.
Yeah, Daddy, thank you. And Mommy, thank you. Nyanya, thank you.
I'll give you some. That's weird.
I got it. I can hold it for you. Oh, come to me, cornbread.
It's feeling like we're constantly needing to be doing something in order to feel worthy. Seriously, when we take a step back, why do we put so much pressure on ourselves? I've learned that there are seasons of life where we just can't have it all together, and that's perfectly normal. Hustle culture only leads to one place, and that place is burnout.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I cannot tell you how burnt out I was after junior year of high school. I took on way more than I knew I could handle. I pushed myself so hard that it physically hurt. I put my physical and mental health on the back burner because there were always more essays to write, more books to be read, and more math problems to be done. There's nothing wrong with learning, but my issue was that I never took breaks because I saw it as a failure. But now I see it in a completely different light. There are just so many special moments in this season, and we can't be so busy that we forget to appreciate these small moments in time. The trees, lights, ornaments, wreaths, candles, food, and let's not forget peppermint hot chocolate. We have to be present enough to fully live. I hope you'll be compassionate to yourself and give yourself a break. Give yourself the grace that you give to others. For us to be able to pour into other people's lives, we need to have our cup full. Just remember that taking breaks can be the most productive thing. Don't ever feel guilty for not doing enough. Don't feel guilty for eating more than you normally would. Don't feel guilty if it's been a week and you haven't done any exercise. Life is just that way sometimes. So I encourage you to embrace the season you're in and just give yourself some slack. You deserve it. Mentally beating yourself up about something accomplishes nothing. Shouldn't your energy go somewhere better than that? So let's talk a little bit more about self-compassion, which is really just loving the person God made you to be and giving yourself grace when you mess up instead of beating yourself up about it.
It's sweet rice.
Mindset is everything. So how do you talk to yourself in your head? Do you pick apart yourself to find all the negative things? Do you discourage yourself by saying you'll never be able to do something when you haven't even tried yet? Self-compassion is something that I still struggle with, but we can all use a little bit more self-kindness in our lives. Kindness from ourselves.
I'm not allergic to nuts.
It really is true that we're the worst critics of ourselves. Instead of telling myself that I don't have time to take care of myself, I show myself compassion by doing the things that make me happy in a day. For me, setting aside time to eat a proper breakfast is how I show myself love. I also take time to stretch and get outside. Although these things aren't part of school or some external checklist, they're on my non-negotiable mental health checklist. It's so easy to put yourself last.
Can he be available for me?
You also. Else they have that look in their eyes.
Whoa!
Oh, they're boyfriend, girlfriend now.
Oh, I got interrupted by a text message. So awkward.
To let your health go because you have so much studying and school to do. But let me tell you that when we forget about our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, usually things don't go very well. And I get it. There are seasons where we just have to put ourselves last because of whatever obligation we have. But during this holiday season when we're all forced to take a break, shouldn't we take advantage of it? If I don't have balance in my life, I can usually tell. If I'm so busy with school that I stop exercising, I usually feel sluggish and not myself. If I'm, quote, too busy to read the Bible, I'll start forgetting what the Lord has said and I start despairing. So how do I stay healthy during the holidays? It all starts with enjoying all the food to my heart's content and showing myself compassion. I'm good at compassion with others, but when it comes to myself, I have none. Maybe you can relate. I encourage you to be gentle with yourself this holiday season. Allow yourself the permission to fully enjoy the holidays with all the delicious food. Give yourself the grace to take the day off and not feel guilty about it. Speak positively to yourself and take care of yourself because you and your body and mind and soul deserve it. So after all this, you might still be asking me, that sounds great, Elsa, but how can I actually trust my body during the holidays? There's just so much food around. This is a common question I hear from a lot of people. Well, the answer is complicated.
So baby, could I get a minute to get my thoughts all aligned so we can do this right? If I take my time, try to get it right.
My hair is so messy. Oh, that workout made it really bad.
First off, a lot of people don't trust their bodies, and that's why they're so restrictive when it comes to food. They've been sucked into the idea that if you're tempted by that food, just don't buy it and don't keep it in your house. Unfortunately, this restriction really just feeds that craving. As humans, if you tell us we can't have something, then we want it even more. That's just how our minds work. For me, I just learned to give into a food craving whenever I have one. And there's no shame in food cravings, we all have them. If I don't let myself eat the thing I'm craving, I'll just think about it and think about it, waste a bunch of time, and then I'll eat a whole bunch of it instead of just the little bit I wanted at the time. It's just so much better to eat things in moderation instead of restricting and then binging on it later.
Oh, pretty.
Or just a bit.
Push it out, and then you go.
You know what?
No, you just push it.
This is fun.
I denied myself dessert for such a long time before. Now I just enjoy the foods I want when I want them.
Yeah. I'm nervous. I hope it breaks well. Oh, it broke well.
Some days I'll be craving a large salad with chicken for dinner, but other days I'm craving a pizza from Costco. This food freedom has been incredible for my mental health.
I don't know. What should I do? It's so big.
One bite.
I no longer have rules to follow, and it ends up being a more balanced and happy life for everyone. So to answer the question, when I allow myself the permission to eat anything at any time, I don't overdo it on a certain food.
Pretty good. The rice is so chewy. Is that bad? No.
For all the desserts I have at home, I never feel like eating all of it because my body just doesn't want that when I give it dessert every single day. The whole process of trusting your body around food takes time. At least it did for me. But I hope that this holiday season you can start trusting your body and letting go of the diet culture mentality. Things don't always have to be low calorie or, quote, healthy for you to eat it. So at the end of the day, to stay, quote, fit and healthy during the holidays, I eat all the food I want, take breaks, give myself grace, and set aside time to do the things I love.
Alright, I'm gonna taste green tea ice cream for the first time.
Ew, what?
I've heard it's good. It's good. I feel like it doesn't have like a super strong flavor though. Like it's just nice and refreshing.
So like a hint of green tea.
It's good though.
Although that isn't the typical answer for how to stay fit and healthy, it's my answer. There's way more to life than just food and appearance. I want to encourage you to find your hope and rest in Jesus this season. I love you all, and I'll see you in another video very soon. I'm sending you a virtual hug.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper.